Hi, I'm Sam Assil with HomeSmart Realty Group, and I'm here with my good friend, Glen Marino, with First Centennial Mortgage. Why is Glen my good friend? Well, he's a great guy to begin with.
Oh, thanks.
But Glen can get you money.
Something everybody wants.
Something everybody wants. So 2019, Glen, all right, we're all hearing the predictions about what kind of year it's going to be. And I personally think it's going to be an excellent year in the real estate business today, and so do so many people today. So what can we expect as far as rates and mortgages? How does someone get a home today, Glen?
Well, Sam, you mentioned rates, and
Right.
you mentioned people wanting to get into homes. And what so many people don't realize is that homeownership in 2019 just got so much easier because rates are relatively still low. I mean, they're hanging around just at around 5%, a little bit under 5%. And what's holding so many people back from buying homes has been their down payment.
Okay, that's true.
If you're a first-time home buyer, if you're a renter, a lot of these people have at least their first month's rent and their security deposit probably sitting in the bank. That might be $1,500 in a security deposit, another $1,500, say, in first month's rent. So they got $3,000 sitting there. And then when all of a sudden they talk to someone that doesn't know about the down payment assistance, they say, well, a down payment on, say, a $200,000 home, what's 3.5%? 3.5% of 200,000 is $7,000. They go, I got $7,000. I got $3,000. Just let's go back to the renting. So we're here today to really help people watching this video is to understand that the state of Illinois, through IDA, the Illinois Housing Development Authority, they came out with 3 new programs.
Wow, right.
One's a $6,000 program,
Okay.
a $7,500 program, and a $10,000 program. So let's review those. The $6,000 program is a grant.
A grant.
It is not a loan. It's a forgivable
A
grant
forgivable grant, even better.
over
Certainly.
10 years.
Okay.
And again, under all these programs, 2 green lights that you need to have: 640 or better credit score.
All right.
Which,
That's not so bad. 640 actually.
Wouldn't you think most
Yeah.
landlords want at least a 640 to rent to
640 is
someone?
attainable, right?
And then on top of it, you need to have your household income must be under $101,520
Total income.
total household income.
Yeah.
I would say most first-time home buyers, that would probably be an achievable thing to be under $101,520.
And they don't have to be first-time buyers either, do they?
They don't. This
Beautiful.
is
Okay.
for existing homeowners. So
Okay.
again, if you had that 1-bedroom condo, you met the girl of your dreams, you're having children,
Or the boy.
and or the boy, and all of a sudden you can't find enough room in there, and you want to sell the 1-bedroom condo. This is the place to go to get some down payment assistance to buy now that single-family residence.
Sounds like a no-brainer.
So again, we've got that $6,000 program, grant forgivable over 10 years. Great. Second program, the $7,500, is a zero-interest loan with no payments for 30 years. Let's say that again.
0 interest.
No payments for 30 years or until you sell the house. So I call it the crazy good program.
Okay.
In this sense. It's crazy in the sense that we're in, the state of Illinois is going to give someone $7,500, helps them go put money for a down payment, helps them pay for closing costs. They buy the house, they enjoy the house. 20 years later, they sell the house. State of Illinois then wants the $7,500 back with no interest. I think that's a deal.
I think that's an awesome deal.
It's an awesome
Right.
deal. The third
I'm
program.
sure the house at least went up by that amount in 20 years, right?
Oh, easily.
More. Right,
Easily.
right,
So I
okay.
mean, what a deal.
What a deal.
You get $7,500, you get to go buy a home and you pay it back when you sell the house. It's a great deal.
Yeah.
Last one is very similar. It's $10,000
Okay.
in down payment assistance,
Okay.
a zero interest loan. But this one requires just principal only repayments of $83.33.
Okay.
So again, a lot of times I'll ask people, what would it cost you on a weekend if you took your significant other out for a glass of wine, for a nice meal? And they say, it's going to cost $60, $80, $100, depending upon the restaurant. I go, can you give up one of those meals a month? And I'll give you $10,000. They go, let's make a deal. That sounds like a great deal. Let's go shopping for the home. So what we do now is with those down payment assistance programs, we're now able to show people how they might be able to buy a home for as little as 1% of the purchase price.
Okay, 1%. Does that mean 1% of their own money they have to have?
1%
Okay.
of their own funds. So if they
Okay.
get a green light. Green light meaning they have a 640 better credit score.
Right.
Green light, their household makes less than $101,520.
Okay.
then the only requirement is they come up with 1% of their own funds in the transaction.
That's better than FHA.
Oh my God.
Way better.
And
my goodness.
And these down payment programs apply to FHA loans, conventional loans, VA loans, USDA loans, any type of loan they can be applied for. So let's use an example.
Sure. Let's do it.
If you hold this up with me here, what we got here is we've got someone who's renting, like we talked about.
Okay.
If you have their first month's rent and a security deposit in the bank, they got probably $3,000.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
If they have a 640 or better score, make over 101.5, make under 101.520, then what they can do is look at buying. Let's say they buy a $200,000 home using FHA. Minimum down payment is 3.5%.
Right.
So the down payment on $200,000 is $7,000.
Okay.
If they're not listening effectively, they're saying, we're not listening. They say, Glenn, Sam, I only have $3,000. I don't have $7,000. What are you talking about buying a home? We go, but we always have to ask the question, who pays?
Who pays?
Who pays that $7,000? They have to come up with 1% of the purchase price, $2,000, which leaves $5,000 that they can take out of their down payment assistance bucket from the state of Illinois.
Hey.
If we're using the $10,000 program, they've taken 5 out, leaving 5 behind. 5 and 2 is 7, put a check mark, they got all the money for the down payment. Go to the second bucket of cash that you've got over here still, $5,000 of that $10,000 still remaining. You use all of those funds for your closing costs. Now our customer's coming up with $0 for the closing cost bucket.
Right.
Third bucket, escrows. Escrow is a fancy term for deposits that they put up for real estate taxes and homeowners insurance.
Sure.
And as you and I know, in the state of Illinois, we pay our real estate taxes 1 year behind. Meaning that in the year 2019 we're not going to pay those taxes until the year 2020.
Correct. Right.
So if this customer of ours is going to say close on May 31st, who's lived in the home through May 31st? Well, the seller.
Right.
The seller on their way out the door, upon the sale, they have to give our client a credit for 5 months worth of real estate taxes. And the credit from the seller is always greater than what the lender's going to ask them to initially put up at the closing for real estate taxes and homeowners escrows. So third bucket escrows, 0 because seller gives a tax credit. Bucket 2, closing cost is $5,000, is 0 to our customer because I to the state of Illinois paid that $5,000. And bucket number 1, the down payment is $7,000. Our client came up with 2, the state of Illinois came up with 5. So when we add them all up, our client has paid $2,000 for a $200,000 home.
Right.
Sounds like a great deal. Under this approach, more and more of you should be going out, should be thinking of becoming homeowners in the year 2019 because these down payment assistance programs has made homeownership so much easier. Sam, how can they get a hold of you once they get pre-approved for these programs? How do they get a hold of you so they can go shopping?
Very simple. You can email me at samassil@gmail.com or my phone number is 773-517-5957. And you can look up here in the video, it's either here or here, okay? And you'll have all that information. Thank you. Yeah.
And in order to get pre-approved with me, you'll see up above my contact information, Glen Marino, branch manager at First Centennial Mortgage. My phone number is 630-983-3604, and I can be reached by email at g.marino@gofcm.com. We thank you for listening today, and we look forward to making you happy homeowners.
Hey, Illinois just got a little bit better.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Thank you.